I think that one of the most important things is the lack of awareness for innovation in developing countries. The second thing can be the need for financial resources or the capital for the people who are interested in innovation. The third thing can be the knowledge transfer between the developed countries and the developing countries. The last thing can be the global economic situation, especially after the last recession. ITIDA is interested in pushing the innovation and the small and medium enterprises in Egypt by giving some financial support through different programs. We have, during the last year and a half, provided the SMEs and innovators with 3 big programs. Every one of them is 150 million Egyptian pounds, approximately $20 million and $20 or $25 million each, with different financial institutions. One is called the Social Fund for Development, and the other is 2 big financial institutions and commercial banks in Egypt interested in financing small and medium enterprise with a reduced ratio or rate for these loans. The second thing is helping the small and medium enterprises to get more finance through the financial market, by putting them in the financial market, by supporting them to be eligible to register their companies in the financial market, so that they are open, not a closed companies, and get more finance. Also by having a lot of capacity building programs to help the companies restructure their organizations by getting experience from the out world, from foreign consultants, to help the Egyptian companies rebuild themselves according to the international standard. And then also with another programs for training the middle and higher management in these companies. Also we have a center especially for innovation called Innovation Center, which is helping the small and medium enterprises or the entrepreneurs by having an incubation for the projects for some time. And we have also another program for cooperation between researchers and the industry, which is called TEAC program. You know that to be flexible enough to tailor rapidly programs to help the small and medium enterprises or the industry as a whole is the key. So that, as I told you, we tailored financial programs during the crisis in Egypt in 2011. We are trying to push them with restructuring. We gave them more training for their top management and middle management, and to support also the e-learning in Egypt. We just launched a new initiative for the Egyptian tablets for the students in the public universities to encourage the content the developer companies to start develop content for a huge number of students in the public universities. Let me tell you something that Egypt started putting high efforts in ICT development starting from something like 2005 by formulating ITIDA to do this job. We started the outsourcing industry something like 2006, late 2006, early 2007, and we were back in the rank, but now we are number 4 in the rank. So that putting a plan, putting a strategy, converting to an action plan, and know your target very well, your target markets very well. This is one of the most important thing the other emerging markets should do. The second thing is having a brand or branding your activity, like we have an Egypt On umbrella, branding umbrella, so that the whole events under one umbrella, so that you build the brand, so that the people, when they see the brand Egypt On, they know that this is the Egyptian ICT companies under this umbrella. You know that although all the events of 2011 and the recession in a lot of other line of business in Egypt, the ICT outsourcing industry in Egypt has increased by 146% during this year, and there were two big companies increased their number of seats. One is Motorola and the other is Sutherland. One of the most important of it is our program Edu Egypt. Edu Egypt is a program directed to the students in the public universities, and we will start it very recently next year for the private universities to enable the students in their third and fourth year to be qualified for the ICT industry in Egypt, and especially for the outsourcing and offshoring industry, so that we are equipping them and with communication skills. We are improving their language level in English and French and German and Spanish and Italian, so that we are equipping them with the new tools for the new industry and the new arena. The other thing is, as I told you, converting the traditional educational content in the Egyptian universities into a digital content, and equipping the current students with the Egyptian tablet INAR, which will be distributed in a month or so to these students. Also, we are encouraging other organizations, which, whether it is a private sector or a public sector or an NGO, to expand their e-learning programs in Egypt, so that we have the Regional Information Technology Center, which started the e-learning early in Egypt in 1998, and then the Egyptian or the e-learning competence center, which has been established in 2004, then the Egyptian e-learning university, which started in 2008, and so on, so that we are encouraging the private sector, like the companies. We have approximately about 32 Egyptian private sector companies working in the field of products and services of e-learning. We have here them something like 6 with us, and we are pushing them too hard to cooperate with international companies and international players in this field. It is very important so that ITIDA allocated a budget for a special program called the Information Technology cooperation with the academia cooperation called ITAC. Through this umbrella program, we are financing a joint research between the academia and the industry to have applicable products. And also we are financing or giving financial support to the graduation projects of the students of the university, so that they have an applied graduation project which can be used in the market by the private sector. Let me tell you that these innovations and new technologies reflect on our efforts to encourage the Egyptian companies to work in these fields. So that for the cloud computing, we are encouraging the content developers to develop content and put it on the cloud for education. For the social media, we are encouraging the people to create social media for e-learning, for work collaboration and something like that. And for the tablets, we announced a tender for the Egyptian companies to introduce to us a fully designed and manufactured the Egyptian tablet, so that this is the reflection of these new technologies on the companies recorded in our database. We are looking forward making a bridge between the e-learning in Europe, especially, and the e-learning activities in Europe, and the e-learning activities and resources in Egypt, so that Egypt has a lot of companies working in this field, and they started early in late 90s, so that we have a lot of experience in this field, and we are ready for making this bridge for the sake of the Mediterranean in Europe and North-South cooperation, and we are ready for providing outsourcing and offshoring services for the European companies and European universities.